Well, finally, after almost a month hiatus, the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights are back home at the Bell Alliance Center for a matchup against one of the league rivals, the Moncton Flyers. Luke Much alongside Regan McCauley on the call for you tonight for an amazing Wednesday night puck drop between, as we mentioned, two of the top teams in this league, Regan.
Well, yes, for sure, and this Knights team has been dealing with quite the injury bugs as of recently, but in the past couple of games, despite that, they've gotten some pretty good character victories up against the Moose and the Vitoes. Very close games, but they got the job done with some APs being called up prematurely, and they're showing off their development pretty well.
As you mentioned, injuries are for sure a factor. The Knights have 6 regulars out of the lineup tonight. So the big guns that are in are going to have to step it up, and the APs that are in are going to have to show that they're ready for this level, with Evan Nicholson, Carson Griffin, Caden McGuigan, Andy Thompson, Finn Morris, and Kiefer Thompson all on the sidelines for this one. Puck gets jumped into the zone. Cooper Cormier's there, reverse hit on Pierce. Throws him for a bounce on the ice. Jonah McDonald's back, as is Cam Walsh. Cam Walsh and Nathan Campbell both signed full-time to the Bulk Carriers Knights, so they'll be here for the rest of the season. Two U18 Pono players from the Taco Boys program. Good to see them up with the big club after both impressive debuts and AP games before getting signed full-time to Regan. So at one end, Hudson Bradley will get the start for the Knights. Huddy comes into this one 11-7, getting 2 wins on the road last weekend, as we mentioned in the open. And on the other side of the ice, the Flyers are going to go to veteran Luke Nadeau. He's 9-6 so far this season, so be interesting to see how this one plays out. So far, the only shot on goal came from Moncton, and that was a few seconds ago. Ryan Dwyer will get the puck. He'll have Hughes with him. He looks for him, doesn't get the stick on that one. Flyers going to break it out now. Finnegan will move it up ice, and then dumping it in will be Boudreau. One of the 2 Boudreaux on this team, Benoit is one, Zachary is the other. Benoit had the stick and puck in that one. Knights trying to come back again. Brennan Murphy trying to move it up. Eventually runs into a Flyer, and Sturgeon will move it back up to Finnegan. Touching up with that one is AP for the afternoon, Jackson Batchelder. He's been here a couple times already with the Knights, Regan, and he's someone that Luke Beck knows can just step right up into that role, no problem.
And yes, especially at a time like now with all the injury bugs going on, it's great timing for him, and for a player like that, you need that role at this time.
Dawson Sharkey will chip that one up on a line with Nathan Campbell and Ryan Harper to start this one up. Campbell has it down low behind the net. He'll look to move it up ice, eventually intercepted. Weber tries to chip it out. Pierce steps up, though he has it, and he'll try to move it down deep. Nathan Campbell and Dawson Sharkey will pressure that one. Eventually it's pushed back outside of the zone, and Nika Jean will touch up. Now dumped into the zone by O'Brien. He'll go for a line change, and he'll let another Knights AP, Lawless, touch up on that one. Flyers captain Thomas Hendrickson will chip that one up into the zone. Lawless will go back for it. He doesn't get it to another Knight, though, and now the Flyers are going to have a chance to pin it inside the zone and get some work done. Flyers still pressuring. Collette with a shot. Ooh, that one was tipped by Lawless, but Hudson Bradley made the save. Now cross ice pass. It's Victor Steele. From the central attack, U18 AAA looks in front, can't find anyone. Nash Coffin touches up, throws it up to the point. That long shot goes wide, and Steele will recollect. A full forward line of APs for this one here, Regan, as we see 3 non-Knights on one line here.
And you were mentioning there with Victor Steele, the top leading scorer on the U18 AAA Central attack team. They're kind of at the bottom of the league right now, so it hasn't been really good statistically speaking, but at the same time, though, Steele has now come up and he's seeing his share of success, so it's kind of a extreme up and down sort of a season for him so far in terms of experience.
The official deemed that Dawson Sharkey got a piece of that one before it went down the length of the ice, and we'll have a face-off to the glove side of Nadeau. Sharkey will stay out there, as will McDonald, and Ryan Dwyer joining them up there on what is the Knights' so-called first line for the time being anyways. Zach Wheeler with it now. Got to watch out whenever this guy has the puck. Leading the league in scoring so far is Wheeler. 44 points in just 26 games. You know, he's on multiple QMJHL teams' radar for the upcoming draft.
That's for sure, too. Having all those points right there as well, especially with the size. You can see he's got a tall figure every single shift he's on the ice. So having that size plus also being offensive is definitely a key role that Q, especially for Q teams, to be looking for this upcoming draft.
Played last season as an underager with the Flyers when they won the TELUS Cup, and now he's leading this year's group. And he has it now to Sturgeon. At the point, dishes it off. Johnson with a long shot. That one got a piece of Bradley and into the corner. Knights still without a shot, and we're over 4 minutes into this one, Regan. Still plenty of time, but you'd like to see some rubber being fired at the other end of the ice right now. And we might get a chance to. Hughes plays it up. Ryan Dwyer has a man with him, puts it into an area, but Murphy couldn't corral it. Good back check by Cooper Cormier to stop that attack. Now Flyers are coming back with it. Jonah Leard dumps it in. Knights have 3 back. Flyers go for a change. Justin Smith, one of the few Knights regulars in tonight. He'll play it up. Nathan Campbell. Victor Steele, shot off the shin pad and wide. That one's going to bounce out in front though, and Nadeau's going to have to do a heads-up play and cover up that one as that was coming right back into the crease area.
Yeah, Moncton Flyers with the only shots in this one so far. Knights are usually known for getting some slow starts, especially at home, but again, the only first couple 5 minutes here, just trying to see how the game plays out. Sure, they'll naturally get back into this one.
Nathan Campbell loses that draw, but he has the puck now. Tries to throw it deep, hits a couple bodies, and the Flyers end up with it. That one's moved up only momentarily. Batchelder will step up. Steele needs to come in and help, and Batchelder will get a second chance to clear it. He finds Nathan Campbell. Campbell crosses the blue line. Harper will have to step in as Campbell got rubbed out. Steele comes down in on the forecheck where it will be a 1-on-5 momentarily as the Knights change up and get some fresh bodies out there. Now Weber's going to move it down low, and Hudson Bradley will have to come out and stop it with the big stick, as Bo Ford likes to say. Weber's going to just hammer that one back in. Regan, we've seen a lot of Nathan Weber so far. Someone who we usually don't, and he just about had a good chance there. As a little bit of communication went a little bit foul there between Nathan Mossy and Hudson Bradley, but a lot of Nathan Weber so far early on in this one, Regan.
Yeah, especially, too, trying to take advantage of, we've seen 2 turnovers here in the Knights zone in the last minute here. Again, not the greatest start. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah, but you'd expect that, though, with all the shortages of regulars that you have if you're on this Knights team, as we mentioned.
Exactly.
Pierce has that one hop off his stick. Sharkey comes in, lays the body on Collette. Weber, speak of the devil, he's there again. Hendrickson, now Sharkey. Sharkey has it backhand, rebound, comes again, but that one went wide by Sharkey. We've seen Dawson Sharkey score multiple backhand shots this year. He's had one of the best backhands that I've seen here in a while.
Oh, boy.
But he takes a run at his man there, and that'll be a penalty. He gets a shot after the whistle. Be interesting to see if there's anything else, but hard to see how this would ever remain 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. Looks like the Knights are going to go to the penalty kill.
Yeah, too, with the Flyers all over them so far in these first 7 minutes or so here, they're definitely getting in the heads of the Knights, especially, too, with the injury bug. That's not going to have them in a very happy mood either, too, especially with all the chemistry mess-ups that have been going on.
So definitely not what you want to see, one of your best players taking an early unneeded penalty. Coming into this one, Flyers have an 8% power play percentage. Knights have a 93% penalty kill percentage. So something that they've worked on a lot, the Knights have, and it's been going good for them so far this season. McPherson tries to go after that one. Wheeler tries to move across ice, but great job by Cam Walsh. Gets up there and gets aggressive and ices it down to Nadeau. We'll go with McPherson and Murphy up front here for the Knights. Momentarily, though, Hughes will come on for McPherson. Good job by Murphy to break that one free and get it back into the Flyers zone again. That's 45 seconds killed off of this penalty kill. Regan, a great job by the Knights forecheckers, and Hughes has it now. Tries to lay it back, blowing a tire was Justin Smith, and Cormier is going to be able to take that one into the zone. Mossy sees the open ice. He'll try to fire it down. It rolls off his stick, though. And now back into him. He doesn't fan on it this time, though. He gets it outside of the zone, where Sturgeon will have to stop up and regroup. Here he comes again, rimming it in. Cam White is on the half wall. Tries to throw it down low. Eventually that one's intercepted, and Mossy's going to clear for a third time this shift before heading off, and on come 3 new Knights. Really great kill so far, Regan. Knights being really aggressive and not letting the Flyers set anything up. As I say that, though, here they come. Cross ice, good save. Bradley, rebound, and he has that one too. Hudson Bradley had to be sharp on that odd man rush, and he got the better of both shots.
Yes, that was the second good chance there for the Flyers. They did have something going there early in the power play, but then it was just straightforward, a bunch of back and forth right there. Knights were able to get it. And it's a great shift, too, from the captain, Brendan Murphy. We know how fierce he is. It doesn't matter if it's a power play, penalty kill, or even strength. He'll go for any chance he can possibly get, even if he's up against a couple of opponents.
With the shortages of bodies, you'd expect the penalty killers to be more limited here, not have as many available to them, but I mean, Luke Beck's thrown 6 different forwards out, and the Knights are going to get another penalty.
That was a very late call.
No, actually, I believe it's the Flyers.
Oh, it is?
So the Moncton Flyers are going to be headed to the penalty kill now, and it's going to be Cam White for head contact. Interesting to see if 2 minutes or 4 minutes is the call on this one, but either way, just like the whole team is, this is a banged-up Knights power play right now, Regan.
That'll only be a minor penalty there. I really thought that check right there was the delayed penalty, but no. Flyers player went after Knight there. So it's the Knights' turn to try and get up on the board here.
Flyers doing a good job to just halt the attack right now and pin it up on the end boards. There's 3 Knights down there, and they can't move it. Finally, they do. Brennan Murphy down low, finds McPherson right where he is best, behind the net. Murphy moves it up to the half wall, pinned again. Knights can't get anything going so far. McPherson on the half wall, breaks it free, finds McDonald up top. Mossy's with him on the point. He turns that one over, though, gets it back on the half wall. Wheeler has it backhanded down and into the Knights zone, so not a good way to start off this Knights penalty kill.
And not at all there, too. There were about 3 men right there at the puck behind the net with the 2 defensemen all the way back at the blue line. So, yeah, nothing was going to happen there.
So both teams' power play struggling to get going, but both teams' penalty kills doing great jobs of being aggressive and shutting down the play. Mossy has it up top. Cross ice McDonald on the other point. He'll shadow that puck, and he'll give it over to Mossy. Down low. That one rolls off the stick of Nathan Campbell. He gets taken down awkwardly, and Johnson will have to head to the bench as he has a broken stick from that. Weber, cross ice, beauty of a pass, quick shot, good save, Bradley. Rebounds loose, but the Knights have it, and Mossy will move it up. Sharkey finds McDonald. Jonah McDonald to Dawson Sharkey. Tries to put one in, good try there, but Owen McPherson couldn't get the stick to it. Ryan Dwyer, rather. And Dwyer has it now. Down low, intercepted though. Hendrickson will just throw that one down the ice. 4 seconds remain on the Knights power play, and offside they go. So with 1 second left, the Knights aren't going to get anything to work on this man advantage, as are the Flyers, as Dawson Sharkey is back stirring things up after the whistle.
I was sitting there when Jonah McDonald was there on the power play. The puck got intercepted right there, center ice, and he did a good job there as a forward. Supposed to go towards the net, but instead he chose to play defensive there and get back, so a good job not to rush on there. It would have caused the Flyers to get a potential shorthanded breakaway there, so good stuff from the leading scorer.
So no shots on goal from the Knights on that man advantage. The shots remain at 3-1 for the Flyers rather, as we approach the 9-minute mark here in the first period. That one missed the target, and that's going to go down for icing, and the Knights are going to get once again another O-zone face-off here, Regan. Hopefully they can come up with something on this one.
Well, I mean, those 93% penalty kill percentages there, we saw them perfectly between the two teams, and again, those power plays too pretty low. Pretty much we got an exact show of what the statistics say.
In on the puck there is Knights AP, Jackson Batchelder. That one thrown to a dangerous area in front, but Murnahan couldn't fix that one towards the goal. Nash Coffin tries to break it out. Moret's there to intercept. Leger for the Flyers. Throws it into the zone. Knights are going to be able to get some new bodies out there as Thatcher Hughes and Brennan Murphy come over the boards. Down low. Hughes takes a run at his man, throws him down to the ice. Harper does the same. Murphy on the half wall. Tries to push it up top. Cam Walsh keeps it in, and he'll dump it in down low to negate the pressure for a moment. Up top, Harper down low again. Knights doing a good job here trying to just trap the Flyers in their own end and create a chance out of it. Low shot, that one easily sticked to the side by Nadeau, and now there'll be a pile up in the corner. Up top, Pierce to Murphy. Murphy looks back to Pierce. He elects to take his time and scan for an area. That one blocked in front, and now Cam Walsh will have to activate and throw that one down low to Thatcher Hughes. Thatcher in on a 1-on-3, so Murph comes in to help, and the Knights are going to get to work. Thatcher doing a great job controlling the puck there with one hand on the stick. That was some impressive there, Regan.
Especially being targeted and pinned by about 2 or 3 players there.
Now up top, Walsh, that one's blocked. We know that Cam can rip the puck. We've seen it multiple times this year. He's hit about as many posts as anyone else on this team has. The way he can rip it with the screen in front can really do some damage from the blue line.
Both teams are trying to really get in each other's heads. We're seeing here over almost 13 minutes in this first period.
So, not what we're used to seeing with these two teams. Usually a fast-paced game. We might have 1 or 2 whistles, but we've had quite a lot so far.
Shot after shot, too. Like, we're seeing the energy. We are seeing the plays trying to be made, but the results are just not coming, especially with the special teams there as well, the power plays at least.
McPherson with a nice pass finds Jonah McDonald. He tries to take on his man, isn't able to do so. Mossy turns and fires. That was a little bit of a knuckleball in towards Nadeau. Smith will turn, can't keep it in time. Knights are offside. They'll have to touch up before they go in again. Nice move there by Leard, but offside is the call as Cormier got a little too excited on that one, and we'll have yet another whistle, Regan, with 6:50 left to go in the first period. Shots now all square at 3-3.
Every shift we've seen Dawson Sharkey on the ice. He's getting in the face of every player. Doesn't matter what it is, a shot, puck even, or a touch of the goaltender. He's not going to let any Flyer get away with anything.
Mossy moves it to Justin Smith. Cross ice goes Smitty, and he finds Murnahan, who will dump it in. Murnahan out with McDonald and Sharkey, so already switching up the lines is Luke Beck, not content with what he's seeing. Cormier tries to go through a couple Knights, isn't able to do so. Smith moves it to Murnahan. Murnahan down low behind his own cage. Turn, but a penalty on the Knights. An interference call is what we're going to get. Not sure who it is, but not a penalty that you want to take, Regan, whenever your team has the puck. And it's going to be Justin Smith heading to the box for 2 minutes.
There were 2 players there. Yeah, obviously it'd be Smith there behind the net colliding, where the puck wasn't even close to them. So I got another power play chance here for the Flyers, but I mean, we saw how the Knights penalty kill went. It was almost perfect. And it starts just that way.
Knights penalty to number 3, Justin Smith. 2 minutes for interference.
So Smitty's going to sit for 2 minutes, and now this night's penalty kill is going to give themselves another chance to prove themselves. And the Flyers' power play gets a chance to redeem themselves. That one intended for Leard gets bounced off, and Pierce will do a great job of stepping up. The usually defensive defenseman does a good job of thinking offensive-minded there and puts it into the zone. Now Pierce again, switching over to defense, takes out his man. Turn and fire by Dwyer, and that one will go down to Nadeau once more. Flyers going to take their time here to set this one up. Leard. Cross ice, he's looking for Wheeler. Lawless will step up, doesn't get there in time. Almost looks like he wasn't even in a rush there, Regan. You would have liked to seen some urgency on the penalty kill, but he just kind of took his time and let Wheeler meet him at the puck. Cross ice pass. Hendrickson can't get that one on target.
Good block.
Hendrickson again. Now this is where you're missing Finn Morris, Regan, usually on the penalty kill with Justin Smith, who's in the box right now. So 2 big penalty killers that you're missing out on. And the team leader in blocks too is Finn Morris. Kept in by Sturgeon. Down low. Lawless will have to race for it. McPherson eventually is just able to help squeak that one out as he put enough pressure on the Flyers. Finnegan tries to move that one, and Lawless and McDonald are there. McDonald will turn and fire out of the reach of Sturgeon, and with 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage, it looks like the Knights have escaped another call. Sturgeon, cross ice, Finnegan. He'll enter the zone, looks to move it in. Hudson Bradley will cover that one up. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey just like that, Regan. So still no power play strikes for either team early on.
I mean, yeah, those power play percentages are probably going to start going lower if we don't get anything as this game goes on. I mean, we only have a combined 7 shots, almost with only 4 minutes left in the first period. And you're also mentioned there, too, about Finn Morris. I mean, yeah, like he's pretty much the sacrificer of this team. I mean, I remember one game where on a shift he had about 4 or 5 blocks in the span of like a whole minute. So, again, he's not afraid to get in front of the puck, and it doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
Cam Walsh will try to step in on that one. Connor Pierce will have to go back for it. We've seen Cam play with Piercy a lot, the Monktonian, the Ice Jam, and all throughout, really. Luke Beck's found a great D pairing here with Cam Walsh and Connor Pierce. 205 defensemen at that. A reliable pair that can really get the job done as they look to get to work here. Murray on the point. Long shot, tip, good save by Bradley. Into the corner goes Dawson Sharkey. Pierce is there as well. That one hops through the skates of McDonald's. Harper will one-touch that back to Jonah, and Jonah will go towards the Flyers goaltender. Harper tries to chip that one out of. Eventually, though, he finds a Flyers skater instead of a Knights, and he'll head for a line change as that one's dumped in, as will all the Flyers. And we'll get to go again from the Knights end. That one gets tipped. Good job there, though, as Victor Steele will drive the net, just about gets one. Now Murnahan down low. Nash Coffin, Murnahan in the corner. Looks up to Batchelder, doesn't get there. Leger's in the way. They'll try to dump it in. Now Justin Smith out of the box and onto the ice. Steele moves it up. Coffin, Murnahan. Loses that one, though, and he'll pressure Sturgeon in his try for the puck. He'll pin him up, and he'll wait for help. Coffin can't help him in that category, though, and he'll get dumped all the way back down into the Knights end, and we'll have yet another icing call, Regan, this time with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first frame. So as we mentioned, this is the Knights' first home game in some while. Well, we have another home game per se, home away from home for 2 of our Knights players. We're going to be up in Surrey at the Eastern Kings Sportsplex this Friday, 7:30 start time. Knights and Wild, the Island rivalry continues. There will not be a live stream for that game, so if you want to see the Knights in action, you're going to have to make the trek up, which should be a sold-out barn. They're calling for a big crowd in Surrey. Quick shot in front, good save, Nadeau. Rebound, that one hops over Walsh's stick, so if you get the chance to, if you're free on Friday night, what's better than going up to Surrey for a packed barn and a great game between 2 close teams. Mossy Tries to move that one forward. Hughes is there to help. Leger's there to block. That one will be dumped in wide of the goal though, so Nadeau doesn't have to worry about it. Leger with it at the blue line to Wheeler. Zach Wheeler looks to move it in. Good job though by Justin Smith. He steps up and takes away that one, and what a pass to Sharkey. On the move, Sharkey. Curl and drag, good shot, but that one doesn't get on target. Here's another try, cross ice pass, McDonald, cross ice again. Got a little too excited with it, did Jonah. Couldn't settle it down in time for a shot. Smith with it in his own end, McPherson. Cross ice, Pierce. Hopping up into the play, and he'll drive the net. McDonald down low. Pierce decides it's best if he tags up and goes back to defense. Mossy turns and fires, hits his own man, McPherson. That's not what you want to see. If you're the Knights, McPherson looks to be fine though, and Pierce will find him with a pass. Cam Walsh, he'll move it up. Dumps it in himself, and he'll let Owen McPherson go after it. McPherson has a few flyers on him. In to help is Nathan Campbell out in front. Steele, good try. Rebound. He hit the side of the net. Nadeau was down. He had the whole upper half, but couldn't get the elevation that he wanted in time. He was too tight to the pad. Great save, Nadeau. Back to get it is Steele again. He'll flip it up and just let the clock expire as the first frame passes. Regan, the Knights taking charge in the shots department finally. 7-4 are the final for shots. 0-0 is the final for score as we head into the first intermission. Any closing thoughts?
I mean, it's been a pretty physical one so far. Only 11 shots combined through one period, a little bit lower than you'd usually expect. The most offense we've seen here is like we're seeing a lot of playmaking, but we're not really getting any results here, and especially special teams too. Penalty kill's been perfect, but power plays not so much. So it's been very back and forth. Flyers have, or actually no, the Knights have been more leading now. So again, things could change rapidly. That's what we've seen in past Knights games. So Knights will try and get back into the locker room and figure things out and try and get a lot more good opportunities and be able to finish their plays.
Well, we'll let a fresh flood cool things down here at the McLaughlin Arena, and we'll see you on the other side of that. Well, Knights fans, welcome back. Period 2 action is upon us at the Bell Alliance Center. Knights versus Flyers, period number 2, coming up momentarily. Puck drop, and here we are. Connor Pierce will move that one rink wide. Finds Cam Walsh. Intercepted by Wheeler. Second try, Pierce still can't get that out, and then we'll just dump it in and regroup early on. Flyers break it out. Zach Wheeler taking charge. Pierce is there once again, gets it out. McDonald will turn, and he'll go on against his man. Walked by him, one-on-one. McDonald, curl and drag, good shot. Better save, Nadeau will get that one. Regan going back to that play by McDonald, the curl and drag made famous by a few NHL players. Connor Bedard, not NHL yet, but especially Austin Matthews. What it does is it changes the angle of the shot, and it can pull the goalie off, and it can open up either side. If the goalie moves too much to the way that you drag, then it exposes the far side. If he doesn't move at all, then you got the short side. So something the goalie's got to be aware of. Coming in here, good save by Hudson Bradley. Rebound, good save again on the tip shot. Tries to cover, can't do so. And that one meant for Hughes, bounces over his stick, and Sturgeon will have it, and he'll go on. Boudreau gets hit down. We'll go again. Cam White moves in, shot, tip. That one doesn't go. Hudson Bradley's there for it. Not needed though, however. Thatcher Hughes will step in and take over. Nathan Mossy tries to find Brennan Murphy, can't do so. Sturgeon off the boards. Cam Walsh is there to keep it in. He just finds Sturgeon again though, and now Dag will come with it. Into the zone. Good pressure by Mossy, but eventually Cam White will take that one again. Cam White taking the only Flyers penalty so far this game. Out of the box now, though the Knights didn't score on that chance. As we remain at 0-0. That one blocked by Ryan Harper, and that one flying towards the Flyers bench. Up high though, so no harm, no foul there, but will remain scoreless. A minute and 48 seconds, a minute and 48 seconds rather, into the second period.
Well, at least it's not a rink with crowds on both sides.
Fair enough. Cam Walsh now. He'll take it behind his own net. Back out there again is Cam, already a second shift. Nathan Campbell fans on that one. Harps will try to go back for it. Can't do so. Campbell will lay the body on Weber. Trying to poke it free for the black and gold. Nathan Campbell still working at it eventually. Mika Jean will poke that one out. Batchelder to Steele. Victor Steele. He'll go with a head full of steam and charge towards the Flyers cage. Campbell, a bad angle shot up high off the glass once that one took a hop off of a Flyers stick. Down low, Moret. Daggle. Mika Jean. Pierce in on him, and he'll beat him to the puck. Good job by Connor Pierce to get there in time. Nash Coffin lets that one go through him, and Nathan Campbell will poke it out of the zone, and he'll try to go for a line change here. After he sees the puck cross the blue line, Connor Pierce will touch up again. Nash Coffin, that one hits the back of Brennan Murphy, and now the Flyers are going to get a chance the other way. Here they come, a shot, good pad save, rebound. Steered to the side. Good job there by Murnahan to get it out of harm's way. That's exactly what you want your players to do on 2-on-1s if nothing else is available off the far pad, and get a good rebound look for the second guy in. Leger has the puck. Boudreau now up top. Collette. He'll try to walk the line, does a good job, gets inside, low pass, that one just about found Boudreau. Zach Boudreau. Down low. Pierce is all over the place in this period, in a good way that is, and he'll get it out of the zone. Now Brennan Murphy. Collette. Down behind his own cage. He'll look for an outlet. That one dumped in. Lawless will have to get there first. He tries to chip it up. That one flies high up into the air and will cause a little bit of trouble for Owen McPherson, who eventually gets it outside of the Knights' end. Jonah McDonald tries to push that one towards Nathan Mossy instead. It ends up at Dawson Sharkey one way or another. Now back to McDonald. He overskates it, tries to turn and find McPherson, but can't do so. Wheeler back the other way. Zach Wheeler, Leard was offside, and that will do it for that play, as Mossy didn't like the late shot at him by Jonah Leard. Well, Regan, things are definitely picking up compared to the first period here. Knights and Flyers going back and forth early on in the second frame.
I think we did see a lot of it in the first period too, with a lot of hits and scrums after the whistle, so it's just the same old stuff here. But yes, it does appear these two teams have just a little bit more energy that we're witnessing here.
Mossy goes for the alley-oop pass, looking for Murphy. That one joggled around though. Couldn't find the tape of number 9. Walsh does a good job to stop that attack. Leard couldn't advance his play. Walsh again tries to get outside of the zone. That one took a funny hop off a stanchion. Right to Zach Wheeler. Low shot. Bradley was there. Dwyer will chip it outside of the zone. Thatcher Hughes is there. He'll let Brennan Murphy pick it up. He'll walk in, shoot, low pad save. Puck behind the net, trying to stuff it was Thatcher Hughes. Now it's on the back of the net. Hughes has it again now. Thatcher Hughes. Brennan Murphy gets hit down. And Wheeler's pass will go high and down the ice. So with 14:46, there's another whistle and a good offensive shift for the Knights. Regan getting a few opportunities there off the Brennan Murphy rush.
That's for sure, and they were able to keep the puck to their feet, only barely behind the Flyers' net. And Thatcher Hughes trying to get in someone's head there too, along the blue line after the whistle.
Dawson Sharkey loses that drop. He'll maintain the pressure on Sturgeon though. Sharkey still takes a hit from Sturgeon. Will keep playing. Leard. Cross ice. Cooper Cormier's there. He'll try to drive in on Jackson Batchelder, but a good job by the Knights AP to block out one of the biggest bodies in the league. Fresh off the bench, Flyers are going to come again. That one is eventually hit towards Jonah McDonald and outside of the Knights' end. Batchelder, he'll move it up. McPherson's there. That one rolls off his stick. Sharkey goes for the loose puck. Batchelder tries to move it in, can't do so. Here come the Flyers once more. Drop pass, shot, good save by Bradley. Finnegan didn't get everything he wanted on that one, but Hudson Bradley did, as he'll put the glove to it, and we'll have once again another face-off. Just approaching 6 minutes gone in the second period.
Goalies clinic with 6 minutes in the second period here, 18 combined shots. Bradley and Nadeau just keeping the pucks out.
Nadeau, speak of the devil, he has it now and he'll move it around. Connor Pierce steps up. He'll fire that one towards the corner where the Knights are, and Cam Walsh will have to eventually pinch as Victor Steele couldn't get to it in time.
3-on-1 almost.
Cam White in with Finnegan. White has it, shoots, good save by Bradley, rebound. That one hit Finnegan and just kind of sat there momentarily. Good block, Nathan Campbell. Rebound goes hard into the boards and wide of Bradley's net. Flyer taken down, no penalty called. Campbell behind the net working it with Cam Walsh. On the back of the cage, trying to get it off and settle it before the Flyer can get to it. Flyers have it now though. Quick shot, that one's blocked. Good job. That was Ryan Harper again with his second block of the night. White will steer that one towards the back of the cage. Pierce will have a second to collect his thoughts and move it up ice. Steele gets checked down, gets back up, still can't get it out. Eventually they do. That one over the stick of Harper, and quick turn for Hendrickson and back in. Flyers able to stay onside. Hendrickson still moving it around. Weber. Hendrickson jumps for it. He gets it, gloves it down. Weber's there. No hand pass on the play. Bradley will stop it up kind of nonchalantly. And that one will get fired up. And there's Jonah McDonald on the breakaway. Puck hops off the stick though. He'll have to wait for help. McDonald still. He loses it eventually. Sturgeon will get it and back the other way. That could have been dangerous, Regan, but that's 2 or 3 times that we've seen it come right to Jonah, and he's bobbled it both times this game.
And you're seeing these players too, they're overstepping the puck. Now it seems like the puck's overstepping every player here.
So that one hops offside, as you mentioned. Kind of took a weird bounce, but offside's the call. We'll get a face-off outside of the Knights' end. And some more skaters will come on as we'll switch up, get some fresh bodies on. Dawson Sharkey will come on for Jonah McDonald at the end of a long shift for number 19. Now Nathan Mossy moves it to Smith, to Murnahan. Down low. Knights still pressuring, but eventually the Flyers get it out of the zone. Boudreau. Down low, Weber. Sturgeon. Sharkey's there. He'll rim it around nice and soft, almost too softly. Now the Flyers will get it right back. Dawson Sharkey does a good job to make up for his own mistake. And now he'll go down the ice, tries to jump over his man Weber, but Weber sticks out the backside and takes down Sharkey. Shot isn't able to get through. Knights can't touch it, too many men. As Pierce blew a tire and all the panic. Knights got away with one there, Regan.
Pucks flying all over the place. Skate blades being a little rusty here. You were seeing the energy through the first, I'll say about 8 minutes here in this second period, but now it's past a minute, just pucks and players just going all over the place here. Not a lot of coordination.
So Walsh gets it off the face-off. Ryan Dwyer's there. That one turned over. Leger rips one about 10 feet wide. That wasn't even close at all. Not sure what he was looking at, but it wasn't the same thing as all of us.
Cody Cece shot.
Cam Walsh with it now in his own end. Justin Smith tries to break it out again. Thatcher Hughes turns it over though. Cam Walsh. Justin Smith has time on the delayed offside, and the Knights still can't get a break out to work, Regan. They're having some trouble here this past couple shifts.
Well, I mean, I was saying that term there, the lack of core about that.
Ooh, yeah. Bad bounce once again. Murphy with the block this time, and Dwyer's going to come up with it. Now Hughes. Ryan Dwyer, Brennan Murphy, he'll have to loop back. The boys are offside. They'll touch up and they'll go again. That one over the stick in Nadeau. And the Flyers will get to touch up with Moray.
I mean, now we're halfway through the second period. I was saying there, the term coordination. It seems like both teams are kind of lacking this right now, especially the Knights. Puck will go over here, it's over here, and it's just back and forth every couple of seconds. They're just really, like we were saying, good playmaking in the first period, but now it's just all over the place.
It's like it's a different sheet of ice out there.
Exactly.
Connor Pierce, he'll take it end to end. Piercey, let's see what you got. He goes behind the net, and he'll look for an outlet pass. The middle of the ice was wide open, but no one was there. Puck bouncing around. That one went wide. Nathan Campbell takes a hit. Cormier with it now. Oh, just under the stick of Ryan Harper. Now Leard's going to get a break. Jonah Leard in on goal. Good save, Bradley. Rebound. Great job by the Knights back check. That was Victor Steele. Nathan Campbell gets taken down by Cormier. No call on the play to the fans' chagrin. Leard looks to the middle for Wheeler. Nathan Campbell will get that. Chip it up,
oh,
Victor
boy.
Steele. Knights calling for another penalty, but the officials don't agree. Diving for that one was Leard, but nowhere near was that pass by Collette, and we'll come all the way back down for icing. So a rough couple shifts here, Regan, after a couple bad breakouts. Jonah McDonald takes in this face-off against Zach Wheeler. He's the league lead in points, and he does pretty good on the face-offs too by the looks of that one. Owen McPherson to McDonald. Down low, tries to shovel one in front. That one takes a bounce and finds McPherson once more. Weber's there. He'll try to intervene, only gets it up to the point. Walking that one in was Mossy. He gets tangled up though, and he'll have to curl and go back. Good job by Sharkey though. McDonald's going to have it again. He'll look for Sharkey, can't find him. Mossy gets it, he has space, walks in. Cross ice pass, scores! My goodness, Dawson Sharkey on a beauty of a feed by Nathan Mossy finds the Knights up 1-0.
And that is the coordination we had to finally see there. It took a lot of time, but perfect vision from Nathan Mossy to get the puck over the other side of the ice, and Dawson Sharkey right there in the Ovechkin spot to one time it right by Nadeau. Wide open net, and finally a team is on the board.
Well, it took over half the game, but we finally have a score. Thatcher Hughes shot, that one took a bounce, and Dwyer tried to jam home that extra try, but it didn't work. Murphy turns and spins that one down below the cage. Sturgeon's there. He'll touch up and he'll find his man, but that one goes into the bench, and we'll have to have another puck drop. Looks like inside the zone. Yeah, inside the Flyers zone, so Knights are gonna try to keep the pressure loaded on as we're deadlocked at 11 in shots. We aren't deadlocked in the score though. 1-0 Knights.
Knights goal is scored by number 21.
That one
Dawson
moved up.
Sharkey.
Jane, cross ice, Cormier.
Assist to number 8. Nathan
Off of his
Mossy.
stick and
And
down
number
low.
19, Jonah McDonald. Time of the goal, 11.
Good keep there by Johnson. Cross ice feed,
Sharkey.
Cormier shot, scores!
At 11:30.
A bad angle shot. Hudson Bradley wasn't there to cut away the open net, and Cormier finds it himself, and now we're all tied at 1.
I don't even know if I call that a bad angle shot. That was a sniper from Cooper Cormier. That'll be his 18th of the season. And just like that, we saw the Knights with a pretty good play right there, and then Cooper Cormier was able to get a bit of an open net, but he, at the same time, a beauty of a shot. And again, just like that, it's a tie game.
Now Dawson Sharkey coming back for it with the Knights. Shot, rebound right out front. Cam Walsh turns and fires. That one gets chipped up high. Flyers trying to come back with it again. It's Finnegan. Walsh does a good job intercepting that one. He'll just push it out of harm's way.
Number 14, Cooper Cormier. Assistant number 18, Devin Johnson.
Walsh bats it in. McDonald will touch up and go back in again.
12-19. That's Cormier from Johnson and Shaw at 12-19.
Cross ice feed. That one couldn't find McPherson. It was close, but not enough. In front, that one just about in as McDonald was wide open in the slot. Couldn't get everything on it. Another try, McDonald tries to jam it in front. Nash Coffin now has it down low. McDonald tied up, puck's behind him, wide open. Nash Coffin will get to it. Cross ice. Murnahan to Walsh. Kind of tied up there as Leard was right on him whenever the puck came to him. Now Nash Coffin will try to rim that one in. Brennan Murphy's in for it. Murphy pins it up. Coffin will come in to help. Murnahan will stay afloat. Wide open in the middle of the ice there momentarily. Cam White to Leard. To Legere. Legere still. Leard now down low. Off the net. Tries to bank it to himself, puts it in front, can't find anyone there. Cam White with it now. Turns and fires, Bradley will squeeze that one. And he'll make the save with 5:54 left to go. That will put the Flyers ahead in shots, 13-12.
Here's your winning number. 6, 7, 3, 3, 0, 9, 1.
Pierce gets to it first. He'll find Steele. Steele will do a good job to get that one outside of the zone. The puck was too fast for him. Now Pierce overskates it.
Whoa!
Big
boy.
hit there. Nathan Campbell lays out his man. And he's going to have to head to the box for it, as a little bit up high was that one. It's the Flyers staff yelling at their captain Hendrickson to leave Nathan Campbell alone. They want this power play. Be interesting to see for how long the power play is, though. Well, good to see there. Leger is okay. So he'll head to the Flyers bench for a moment to catch his breath after a big hit by Nathan Campbell. The officials are going to intervene and talk about this one. We saw something similar with Ross Campbell whenever he was still with the team, Regan. A hit that was only deemed 2 minutes, but was eventually turned into a game misconduct. It's going to be only 4 minutes for Nathan Campbell this time, as Luke Beck still wants to talk about it. Trying to stick up for his own players and reason with them. Maybe deeming that his head was down, but either way, the Knights are going to be shorthanded for the next 4 minutes, and for the majority of the remainder of the second period here, Regan, this is going to be a big test.
I mean, we saw how the Knights did on the penalty kill in the first period, so this would be perfect if they were able to get the job done.
Great job by Thatcher Hughes off the bat, eh, Regan? That's the energy that you want on the penalty kill.
He and Brennan Murphy are a very, very dynamic forward duo when it comes to penalty kills. Fierce, dynamic, though. The terms, so many of them.
Now you just mentioned him, Murphy in with it. Smith is there too. Thatcher Hughes is there, and he won't even try to dump it. He'll try to just pin it up. Now Murphy's going to get a break. He was taken down though.
4 minutes for head contact at 14:21.
That would have been quite an opportunity if Murphy wasn't tangled up, because he had a whole 150 feet of ice to go in on net there. Now Wheeler at the half wall to Collette. Wheeler, he'll look in, nice bumper tip there, good save, rebound out in front, turning the fire. Hughes will get that one down towards Nadeau. Great play there, Regan. You see that by so many NHL teams, that high tip shot by the bumper player. You get the defenseman to shoot it, then the bumper gets the tip on goal. It works quite a lot, but Hudson Bradley was up to the challenge there. Now Cormier, Sturgeon, long shot looking for another tip. Can't get it on goal though. Cam Walsh will intercept that pass, fire it down. And that leaves us with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here on the man advantage. As Finnegan will move it down low. Sharkey will pressure and he'll fire it down right through Sturgeon. And the Knights will be able to change their defenseman. Looks like they're just going to be rotating the two pairs. It's going to be Mossy and Smith and Pierce and Walsh just going back and forth for this power play, or penalty kill rather. Cam White behind the cage. Up top, Sturgeon to White. Shot in, that one goes wide behind the cage. Boudreau's there. Finnegan, that one was too far away for him to handle, so the Flyers do the Knights' job and they get it out of there, and they get it out of the O-zone. Hendrickson, pressured by Sharkey. Got to be careful not to take another penalty here if you're Dawson Sharkey. Or McDonald. Those are some pretty hard chops to the shin there, Regan.
Oh, another one there, puts him right down.
High stick is the play. Cam White was reluctant to touch that for a second, but you're just killing off the more and more power play time that you don't touch it. But we'll get a face-off outside of the Flyers zone now.
The Flyer player even gifting his own coach a puck up, but I don't think he'll want it considering almost 3 minutes into this power play for them, and they haven't been able to generate anything besides a couple of header passes. Wide shot there.
Now only a minute left on this Flyers power play. They look to get going again. The first unit is out once more. Zach Wheeler, Cooper Cormier, head full of steam, shot again. That one off the shoulder of Bradley and wide. Now Murphy moves it down ice. Nadeau will have to stop up. 40 seconds left. Regan, another great penalty kill so far. Knock on wood for the Bulk Carriers Knights.
Oh, I'd still give it another 30 seconds here just in case the broadcaster jinx doesn't happen.
I said knock on wood, so hopefully that's enough. Cormier finds Leard. He'll dump that one in, and he'll try to just beat Cam Walsh to the puck. But Cam Walsh eventually gets the better of him. Still held in, though, Johnson. Now Walsh again beats Leard twice this shift. And Thatcher Hughes will get it and cross it in, but that one's fired into his own bench at AP backup goalie Brandon Murray. Not even able to make the save. It went off him, and it kept going.
I mean, the other thing is, too, I mean, you got to get the puck out in any way you can. I mean, the bench is probably an awkward place, but, I mean, hey, you got the puck out. And that'll do it.
So there we go. The Knights are a perfect 8 minutes of power play time for the Flyers killed off. Nathan Campbell's out of the box, and he'll stay on the ice and look to get going here. That one's flipped up. Nice alley-oop play. Ryan Dwyer's going to go in for it with O'Brien. Nathan Campbell's in there too. Two Stratford PEI natives in on the puck. Moved up by Steele, long shot. Nadeau moves out of his net to steer that one out of harm's way. Nathan Campbell moves up to Smith again. He'll try to bounce one off. Dwyer gets it behind the net. He'll look in front. Can't find Campbell. Steele's in there. Great job by him to shoulder down Dag. And now the Flyers are going to try to get going again. 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. That one off of, oh no, it missed his stick rather. I thought that connected. But now the Knights are going to get an ozone dry here with 40 seconds left. One final shift. Be interesting to see who comes out. And to no one's surprise, it's Murphy, Sharkey, McDonald with Walsh and Pierce on the back end. That was pretty clear to see who was coming out there, Regan. Weber fans on it. That one comes out to Pierce. He'll throw it towards the net. Doesn't get there, though. Flyers try to break out. Flyers still battling for it. Nathan Weber down low. Cam Walsh does a good job to tie up his man. Pierce is in on the puck. He'll look up ice. Connor Pierce turns it over, though. Boudreau. No offsides to call. Deemed that Benoit Boudreau got off in time. Now Zach Boudreau. Still, time expires as the Flyers barely try to get out a chance, but nothing prevails. And, well, Regan, we started off 0-0. Now we're 1-1, but we're still tied after the second.
I mean, yeah, kind of a roller coaster of a period we saw. Their coordination was not at all a thing that we saw in the first half. And then finally we got a good play from Nathan Mossy to Dawson Sharkey to get the Knights on the board. But then almost immediately, Flyers wouldn't let them hang on. And like you said, now we have a tie game heading into the third period. So we're definitely going to get a barn burner of a third period coming up here.
So after two, we're tied. At the start of the game, we're tied. It'll make an interesting final 20 minutes between the Knights and the Flyers. Well, Knights fans, buckle up because this is going to be one exciting final frame between the Knights and the Flyers at the Bell Alliance Center here. It's 1-1 after 2. We're all tied. Shots 13-15 in favor of the Flyers. Knights massively short-handed with, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regulars out of the lineup. Luke Much and Regan McCauley with you for the call for the final 20. As we mentioned, it should be a good one. Jonah Leard to Cooper Cormier. Cross shot there, cross body shot. In and out of the glove of Hudson Bradley, Regan, but I mean, hey, it's away from the net, so you can't complain.
Well, that's for sure. I only barely caught it right off the tip of it. And a whiff pass right there. Go offside.
So the Knights got a little too excited there, and we'll have a face-off outside of the zone. Knights will change, Flyers will change. And we'll get the puck drop once more. Justin Smith behind the net. Pressured well. Dag up top. Cross ice, Sturgeon. Long shot in, tip, scores! A tip in front, and Nathan Weber puts it by Hudson Bradley. And the Flyers are up.
Bit of a weird looking one from our angle, but I mean, the puck sneaks through. Not a great start for the Knights. On the other hand, the Flyers. Whew.
Definitely a little bit of a quirky goal. That one looks like Hudson Bradley had all the net covered, but it found a hole somewhere between the pad and the glove.
Hard to describe that one.
Yeah. So Weber comes again. Just scored for the Flyers, looking to do it again. Another tip shot. The Knights got to be careful about those, Regan, because that's going to cause them. That's going to cause them some troubles here. Low puck trickling down towards Hudson Bradley, and he'll get that first save back since the goal, and we'll have a face-off to the blocker side.
Saw Thatcher Hughes and a Flyer player there hugging it out. That's the first sportsmanship I've seen in a long time with the Knights and any opponent they faced.
Well, the Knights are all business when they're on the ice. You can play tummy sticks after, before, but on the ice is a different game. Jonah Leard again crosses the blue line. Connor Pierce is down there. Nathan Mossy rims it around. Victor Steele. Been really impressed with him so far tonight, Regan. Victor Steele, he's been great.
That's Weber from Sturgeon and Dagler at 59 seconds.
Nathan Campbell moves it up. Intercepted by Cam White. Nathan Mossy has it. He'll have to play it off the boards to himself. Heads up play by Mossy, realizing that no one was open in front of him, so had to make something happen.
Man fell down. He still kept the puck on his on his stick there.
Victor Steele watches that one go down low. Nathan Campbell's there to pressure. He eventually switches up with Mossy. And now Leard again down low in front. Rebound up and scores! Another weird bounce, and it's just a dagger to the heart of the Knights as Finnegan will notch that one in on a weird play from Leard, and Cam White was around the area too, but just like that, 2 quick goals for the Flyers, and it's 3-1 all of a sudden.
This is a completely different story that versus what we've seen out of the first 2 periods. Both times around, really weren't getting a whole lot of scoring. I mean, we obviously did as the second period went on, but yeah, for this period, we already have 2 goals, almost 3 minutes in. And it's from the team that
Sharkey shot, pad, save, rebound, came back out to him. But the Flyers did a good job of boxing him out. Low shot tip, that one just goes up almost away from the net. In front again, shot, that one just goes wide by McPherson. Knights are bringing the heat, but they can't find the fire. Leger finds Boudreau. That one hits off of his shin pad, and Smith will have to turn and fire that one out of the zone. Sharkey puts it rink wide. McDonald's there. Tries to move it down low. Sturgeon intercepts that one, though. He's been fantastic tonight for the Flyers, has Sturgeon. He just got stripped of it, though, in front. McDonald, low wrap play, can't get it to go. Cam Walsh doesn't get that one through. He has it again, slows it down, puts it towards net. Rebound try as Nadeau made the first save, and he collects the rebound right before Jonah McDonald could get to it.
How many more weird bounces can this puck take?
We
were seeing players all over the place in the second period. Now it seems like the puck has some rust on it.
Well, a crazy sequence of shifts there from the Knights, Regan. We've had multiple shifts just in sequence. We've had a couple bad shifts with breakouts, a couple bad shifts with penalties, a couple shifts with goals, a couple shifts with great chances.
There's no consistency.
None at all. Dwyer has the puck, trying to put one towards net. Cormier intercepts it. Murphy's going to have to hustle to get there first in front of Wheeler. He does that. Brennan Murphy. Now Zach Wheeler. Flipped out. Cooper Cormier 2-on-1. Walsh is in the middle. Cormier cross ice pass backhand. What a save. Bradley. Rebound, scores. Bradley doesn't like it. He says he has it covered. Brandon Barrett's not going to hear any of that, and he'll just go to the scorekeeper's box. And it's 4-1 Flyers now on a terrific save from Bradley. It wasn't enough, however, as the rebound goes in.
Completely different Flyers team that we've seen versus the first two periods here. They were creating plays and stuff, but the results just really have much coordination. And now they're getting every little lucky opportunity going their way. And now the Knights calling a time-out to try and sort things together and keep the players' heads in the game.
Yeah, good idea by Luke Beck. Really got to calm down his side, as they were definitely scrambling. Some good offensive pressure, but almost too much pressure, if you can even understand what that is, because the pinch by the defenseman led to a 2-on-1. Cam Walsh did all he could. Bradley made a fantastic save, but then there was no back checkers. Cormier was just wide open sitting there.
The Knights had like 2 or 3 wide open nets before the Flyers came right back down, including the Owen McPherson shot that went way over, went up high over Nadeau, was wide open. So again, there's still 15.5 minutes left in this period. There's plenty of time for the Knights to try and get back in this one.
Jonah McDonald comes back for it in aid of Cam Walsh. Connor Pierce will touch up on that one, and he'll spin his man.
Cooper Cormier, assistant number 19, Jonah Laird, and number 7.
Nice pass there, but McPherson just couldn't get there in time, and that'll have to go down for icing, as the Knights are still going to be on their heels here, Regan, despite the timeout.
Yes, sir. I mean, you could look at it both different ways. At the top, for the top team in the league, it's not really a good look. But then again, though, you said there were like, 6, 7 regulars out of the lineup. So again, that's been messing the chemistry up in this lineup for like. You give me a number for how many past games it's been in this situation.
Oh, it's been a while, that's for sure. It's been at least 10. If you include the tournament of the Ice Jam, where the Knights had a great showing, Regan, despite being banged up. I mean, just a fantastic job to get even to the gold medal game, and just ran out of steam against this Flyers team. Dawson Sharkey tries to toe drag his man Wheeler. Steele eventually does toe drag Wheeler, and he'll go into the zone. He'll dump it in, and he'll let Carson Murnahan go after it. That one dropped back off to Sturgeon, though. Steele will pressure. That one comes to Mossy. He'll look for a shot. Good save. Rebound goes high up into the air. And we'll have a high stick on Nathan Weber, so we'll have a face-off inside of the zone to the glove side of Luke Nadeau. So Knights looking to get some kind of momentum back here on the Flyers. Steele will step in for that face-off. Unloading a bomb was Mossy. We know he can rip it. And that caught Murray up high. Steele gets the puck, tries to split the D, does, but the puck ends up in the corner. Now a little bit of a tussle back in the zone with Nash Coffin now and Dag. Pass attempted for him, but instead Jane picks it up, and now the Knights are going to have to go to work in their own end. Lawless does a good job to get that one to Murnahan. Murnahan finds Steele. He kicks it up, and he'll take a hit from Weber. Collette. He'll spin to buy some time. Dwyer's in on him, though, so he'll move it up. Weber will just chip it in. Back comes Justin Smith, who has lots of time, so he'll fire it on up to Thatcher Hughes. He dumps it in right past the red line. Nadeau will come out to play it. That one gets rimmed around. Murphy can't get to it in time. Boudreau gets there instead. Now Finnegan. He'll try to dump it in. That one goes off his stick. Cam White goes in. Somehow the Flyers evade offside. I thought that hit off one of the white and red jerseys, but apparently not. Now Murphy across the blue line. He has a man with him, Thatcher Hughes. Murphy gets taken down. Referee's arm goes up. Hudson Bradley will head to the bench, but the Flyers touch up, and the Knights are going to head to the power play for the first time since the first period. So last time we saw the Knights power play, it wasn't anything special. Couldn't get a single thing going in the O-zone. As Hendrickson will sit for 2 for tripping, and they'll give the Knights an opportunity to get back into this game. It's only a 3-goal game. Anything can happen. That one gets chipped off and down the ice. Bradley will stop it up, leave it for Cam Walsh. Good to see Walsh on the power play, getting rewarded for the good play so far tonight. Cross ice feed, finds Sharkey. Sharkey enters the zone. Offside is the call, though. Hard to mess that one up if you're the Knights, Regan, but I mean that's just the way things are going right now for this hockey club.
And the puck did a little bit of a deflection off of Sharkey's tape right there along the boards, so could have definitely used a couple of inches and a bit of a better puck control there, and a hit from Sharkey, player down.
Now
somewhat.
Cam Walsh can't blow the whistle until Moncton gains control. McDonald, cross ice. Walsh, Sturgeon gets to the bench. New player comes on. Walsh tries to rip that one. Has no success. Wheeler chips it out. Walsh will touch up at the red line, wait for his guys to get onside before dishing it to Sharkey. Sharkey walks in, looking for that short angle shot. Can't find it, so he continues to keep going with it. Behind the net now up top, Cam Walsh walks the blue line, has McDonald, finds McDonald. McDonald to Walsh. Walsh back to McDonald. Jonah McDonald looks cross ice. Cam Walsh will have to step up to interfere. McDonald went after it, though. And now a breakaway for Jonah Leard. In on Hudson Bradley. Shot, he hit the post with the shot. My goodness, 19 was getting chased down by 19 on a little bit of miscommunication by the Knights, and they got lucky with that one, Regan. That would have put the game to bed.
I mean, it was a little bit of a lucky result there from that shot, too. McDonald was rushing right after him. Of course, if he had dangled in at any point there, McDonald probably would have caught him, so might as well have taken the shot, and almost, in fact, worked right there. That would have made it quite the differential in the score, if that's a way to put it.
Well, that puck hit off of a Flyer skater, and it went right to Walsh, but McDonald tried to grab it anyways, which caused some confusion for the Knights' power play.
Oh, boy.
Now they're going to head back to the power play once more, so as soon as the Flyers kill off a penalty, they have to do it again for another 2 minutes, as looks like it's going to be Johnson heading to the box this time.
Oh, another penalty, too.
Another penalty. Did they tee him up? They did, an unsportsmanlike conduct and a hold. So it's going to be a 4-minute power play for the Knights. Now you get 2 quick goals here on the power play, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, or is it a 5-on-3? There's 2 men in the box, so you'd have to assume it's a 5-on-3.
No.
Oh, so no extra penalty, only just the 2-minute. Weird. Anyways, away we go. Nathan Campbell with the puck up to Connor Pierce. 2 D-men on the power play for the Knights on this one, Regan. That's the first time that we've seen this since last year with Isaac Voss and Lincoln Waugh.
I mean, with how speedy Mossy is and the type of shot he can fire, you would think he'd be forward in this situation, to be honest.
Back up to Connor Pierce. We mentioned Lincoln Waugh. Link's here today. Always good to see him. Caught up with him in the intermission and a little bit before the game. Playing with the Summerside Caps now and been up with the Cape Breton Eagles a little bit this year too. I'm sure he'll have no trouble making the team next year. But always great to see former Knights players back watching the team. Although I'm sure it's not the result that he would have wanted. Cam Walsh, behind the net. Cam looks all the way up to the blue line. Dawson Sharkey offside again. Sharkey not happy with that one, but we're going to go all the way back into the Knights' end because it was, quote unquote, an intentional offside. That's what the rule book says anyways, so Knights really not doing themselves any favors here, Regan.
Not at all.
Cam Walsh gets it again behind the net, moves out in front, and he'll dish one off to Jonah McDonald. Jonah's going to pick up some speed, lay it off to Sharkey, but that landed way too far in front of him and all the way back into the zone, and you can see the frustration setting in on the faces of this Knights team. McDonald again. In between the skates of McPherson, picking it up though is Murphy. Walsh. McDonald. Murphy finds Cam Walsh at the point to McDonald. Waits, shoots. That one gets tipped up and goes high. Sharkey again. Moving it around. Dawson Sharkey at the blue line. Walks in, shoots. That one gets blocked. Sharkey takes a run at his man. No penalty on the call. Is right in front of the official. Cam Walsh now for it again. Cam's been out there for a while, Regan. He has to be tired now, so best to get it out and let 16 get off the ice here for the Knights. Murnahan to Harper. In on Sturgeon. Ryan Harper tries to throw the body, but there's no knocking Sturgeon off the puck. One of the bigger forwards, or defensemen rather, in the league at 6'3", 209. And he's only an 07 born player, Regan, so almost like a Will Murphy, but maybe just a little bit better skating-wise. The Wild defenseman ranked to go 20th overall in the QMJHL draft at the last rankings. Be interesting to see how that actually plays out as Cormier comes down with it. Cooper Cormier shot, good save, Bradley. The puck was loose, but the whistle went, and the Knights don't like that Nika Jean went after the puck after the whistle. So as we mentioned, the Knights and Wild in Surrey this Friday, 7:30 puck drop at the Eastern King Sportsplex. Get to watch the hometown talent, Carson McKenzie and Dawson Sharkey in the lineup for that one. Bound to be a good matchup whenever the two island teams play. We've seen 2 shootouts and an overtime between the two of them this year, so definitely lots of action. No lack of excitement. Nash Coffin tries to pass it. That one intercepted. Collette did a good job lying down, taking away the lane. Cam White. Boudreau. He has it down low. Good job, though. Nash Coffin in the right place at the right time, and he'll move it over to Thatcher Hughes. Hughes in front. Good try. Nash Coffin right in on top of Nadeau. Didn't like that. Now Boudreau again. Dumps one in. That one hit off a body, and that one all the way up into the netting. So we're going to have to grab a new puck and go again. So 7:15 left to go in the third period. Face off all the way back in the Flyers' end. Shots are now 18-21, so Knights didn't get a single shot on that last power play. I mean, You'd think if you're going for a game here, you got 3 goals that you're down by. You'd like to get a shot on net during a man advantage, Regan. You got 2 minutes to do it.
Especially too, having guys like seeing here Carson Griffin, Evan Nicholson, a couple others too. Those are some guys that are some power play specialists. You have to really rely on every game when they play, but unfortunately without them in the lineup, the energy kind of dissipates.
Sturgeon back out there for the Flyers. He's played a lot of minutes this afternoon. Just logging up all the time on ice. Connor Pierce in his own end. Doesn't like what he sees. He'll spin back, look for an outlet. Tries to pass it through 3 Flyers though, so that's a play that you can't make, Regan. Now in tight, McDonald tries to throw it in front, looking for McPherson. Can't find him. Eventually hits him down low. McPherson kicks it back to McDonald. Now McPherson again down low. Back to McDonald, to Pierce. But a penalty on the play here. Is it going to be Dawson Sharkey? I believe so. You could see the frustration boiling over during the power play. If you were a betting man, that was a good bet to make that Dawson Sharkey would end up in the box. And he's going to deflate this Knights team here. But he takes a man with him, so. Knights calling for the faceoff to be inside, and it will be. So there's a rare win for head coach Luke Beck when arguing with the officials, Regan. Nathan Campbell, Brennan Murphy, Victor Steele, Jackson Batchelder, and Justin Smith out here for this O-zone draw. That one dumped into the corner of Nathan Campbell. Weber gets to it. Smith takes a run at Weber. That one drops back. Murphy takes a shot. That one's hit into the corner. Steele will take a bump, and he will fall. And the Flyers will gain the puck. Now Smith in his own end tries to bat it out, but Cam White intercepts. Weber tries to get there too. Batchelder down to Justin Smith. Up top, he finds Victor Steele. Steele moves it up. Murphy tries to curl and shoot, can't do so. Campbell gets it and he'll rim it down low, and 3 Knights come off and 3 new ones will come on for this forward group. 5 minutes and 40 seconds now left to go in the third period. Between the Knights and Flyers, 4-1 is the score. Shots are still 18-21, so no change in shots since the 7.5 minute mark. Looking to change that now, though, is Ryan Dwyer. That one gets blocked. Thatcher Hughes tries to wrap it. It hops over his stick, and then the pass misses him, too. Collette.
2 minutes for cross-checking.
Thatcher Hughes tries to knock it down. Nathan Mossy does that instead, and he'll move it. McPherson tries to find his man, can't do so. Thatcher Hughes loses a glove, and he'll have to head off the ice. That one pushed up towards McPherson. He'll get to go again, puts it rink wide to Murnahan. Carson Murnahan from the Eastern Express, U15. He loses that one eventually. It's regained. McDonald gets it again. Now Dag will try to break it out. Mossy will watch him come in, and he'll stop that attack. He'll allow Connor Pierce to go back and grab the puck. Pierce crosses the blue line, tries to go around Sturgeon, can't do so. He flips that one out. Touching it down, however, is Cam Walsh. Now Jonah McDonald. He sees an opening, and he's going to go. Jonah McDonald walks in. McDonald. Oh, there was a good opportunity there, but a penalty was taken. No. Hudson Bradley went to the bench, but called back to the goal. Might have been a little early goalie pull there, Regan, as the Knights down by 3 try to get something going. We saw it's going to be a goalie pull at the 4-minute mark. Knights have an empty net, Regan. We saw a team in the NHL do this with 9 minutes left, down by 4 in the third. So, I mean, hey.
Might as well go for anything at this point, but again, though, at that much of a lead and with how uncoordinated the Knights seem to be right now, and with a lack of energy, too, it's not looking great.
It's an uphill climb, that's for sure, Regan.
Yes, sir.
Murphy has it behind the net. He'll look to move it on. Eventually, he gets thrown into the boards, and the Flyers are going to pin it up. Up top. That one blocked. Mossy will try again. Tipped. Oh, it was going towards the net, but eventually a flyer stick hit it wide. Mossy again. Another shot. Rebound try. Steele couldn't put it away again. That one's rimmed around, and that's going to go the length through icing. Ryan Dwyer will have to touch up. No, icing's waved off. Dwyer's going to have to go again. Ryan Dwyer, Thatcher Hughes. Last man back. Good pass by Thatcher. Finds Jonah McDonald. Walks in, shoots right into the stomach of Nadeau, and that's as easy as they come, Regan. 2:43 left to go. Still 4-1 Flyers.
I could tell from here, looking at the penalty boxes, the players are definitely chirping at each other there. I mean, you've already said it. It's Dawson Sharkey. So nothing's unexpected with him.
Knights still have 6 men out. Cam Walsh takes a long shot. That one low. Rebound. McPherson was there, but just can't get anything to the net right now if you're the Knights. Not a whole lot of action going towards Nadeau, and if that's not happening, then you can't score anything. Offside call by the official, but then the linesman overrules him and blows it down anyways, so we're going to have a face-off outside of the Flyers zone. A little bit of confusion, but anyways.
I mean, there's been a lot of late calls in this one too, from offsides to penalties, just to practically everything.
Sharkey goes right in for that one. That hops over Pierce's stick. Cam Walsh will have to hurry back. He rims it around hard, and he finds Jonah McDonald. Turn. Bad giveaway there. Oh, my goodness. That was lucky for the Knights there, Regan.
Oh, Knights players just collided with the cage first on each other there, Sharkey and Hughes. I mean, if you want to talk about coordination, that's really the only type of it we've seen from the Knights tonight. And
turn and a fire. That one just missed as Pierce got tangled up, and he had no one else back to help him, so he had nowhere to throw it but up ice. Now McDonald puts it rink wide, and that's where he would usually be. So can't find anyone there. That one off of Justin Smith's glove and right into the back of the net. A bad bounce for the Knights again, and isn't that just the theme for the day, Regan?
I mean, you can call that a dime right there from Jonah McDonald. But yeah, just after the past 2 games, I believe it was, where the Knights were able to pull off some quote-unquote character-style victories tonight, just energy and coordination were, particularly offensively, just not really there. And the Flyers players really got in their head, in Knights players' heads too.
6 APs is a lot to work with, especially whenever you're missing some of your top players like Finn Morris, penalty kill, power play, Andy Thompson, penalty kill, power play, Caden McGuigan, power play. Like, there's just a lot of people that you're missing, not to mention Evan Nicholson, one of the best players in the league, not even available to you either. So a lot of hurting right now for the Knights as we're just going to try to run the clock out now. Mossy gets it up top. He'll try to move it down low. Nash Coffin has it behind Nadeau. Hughes looking to cycle it. Thatcher Hughes. Mossy, rink wide, fakes the shot, throws his man for a stumble. Eventually curls and shoots, but it's blocked again. Now Murphy behind the net. Brennan Murphy tries to pass it, but once again, Regan, some more miscommunication. It's just not the Knights' night, even though Murphy's going to try to go through. Just about had a clip of his own there.
Yeah, he about had it, only a matter of inches between body and body there.
That one shot in on Hudson Bradley, and with 10 seconds left to go, the Knights are going to try to just hold it back here and let this clock go. Thatcher Hughes has it, he'll dump it in. Nadeau will touch up, and the Flyers will take this one by a score of 5-1. The Knights look flat-footed throughout, and a bad start to the third period really cost them, Regan.
Yes, sir. I mean, again, though, you can't win them all. Can't really blame them either, too, with all the regular players being out. So at the same time, though, just things like coordination and energy and just consistency, too. Like, none of those are really there for the Knights. I mean, this game was practically an entire roller coaster up until a bit early in the third period there when we saw the Flyers come out with a bunch of goals. So,
Shots on goal in the third.
yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes. Can't win them all. That's pretty much it.
So our next night's home game, as we mentioned, in Surrey, Friday night, 7:30. No live stream. Make sure to catch us up there for hopefully a night's win.